I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing on. Double. You gon' take. You got take. 13. 21. Here we go.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Fred Warner. So any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
At the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 49, 1, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The ball carrier.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down, Bills.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Made the tackle.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They're on 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
It's a gain of 53 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen flush to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that deep.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
It's now
2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 10.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Trent Murphy, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DJ Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now left side on the swing pass. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's not. Catch.
To Dawson.
16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Bills first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd down and goal. Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's Tevin Coleman, down his second year with the Niners. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here we go. 20. Go. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, gun. Comes to me, it's me. Check. I got you. Check.
They hand it off to Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 63 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Point conversion.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, we got to get this stop here, team.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Mike's 49. Hey. 25. Check 25.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
The 2-point conversion.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
31.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for the Bills. 55 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
41. Bills 39.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
58's the money. 58's the money. I'm coming for you. You mine.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're second and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to second and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Niners 48. Bills.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Bill.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 8.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Allen. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
First down.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Allen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 20.
Now Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Allen, he's got Smith here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that janky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers, check. Socks, check. Hoodie, check. Shorts, check. Nike, check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo. Nike check.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say yes, what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you was built like that.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we begin this challenge in the first quarter with over 3 minutes remaining. You're ahead by just a field goal. You have the ball on your opponent's 35-yard line. 2nd and 9. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you got to do.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
To number 87.
And McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me wrong?
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the 4th quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're up by 2 scores. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, for this challenge, we find ourselves in quarter number 4 with 6 minutes remaining. We're all tied up at 24. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line as we get set here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Diggs on the tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They run again with Jackson.
At the 25-yard line.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Jackson. That's good.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
1st and 10.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, they'd be up in the 300s right now. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.